Hello friends, we're going to do an easy fried fish recipe. All we need is some walleye, perch, any type of thin panfish. Tilapia will work with this. Today we have some orange roughy. It's not always in season or for sale, but that's what we have today. But you can use all the other type I just mentioned. We just need some fresh ground pepper. I like using Himalayan salt, so that's what the pink stuff is, and whatever fresh or dried herb of your choice. And then we're going to be using tapioca flour. So that's going to be very super light. We're not going to use an egg in this mixture either. We're just going to make a really light, flavorful fry with just a little bit of oil. And I'm going to show you the pan right now. Pan just has some oil on the bottom. And we're going to get that heated up and get cooking here in just one moment. Okay, we've started the oil so it can get heated up. I'd say about medium high. I have that 12-inch skillet again. But I just want to see how simple this is. I am just going to get the breading mixture ready. Just about a 1/4 cup of the tapioca flour. A little bit of this great ground pepper. Himalaya salt, and I'm going with dried herbs today. I actually crushed these up with a little wooden spoon. See the little wooden spoon? I crush it up right in the stainless steel container, and that kind of actually still releases the herbs a little bit. So I wanted to show you a technique. When you get your fish, first of all, when you open it, or if you just get it from the market, smell it first, and it shouldn't have any smell at all, or it may have just a faint like a sea type of smell, like an ocean type of smell to it, and that's okay. If it smells really fishy, or it's really glossy looking or sticky, then that's not going to be a fresh fish. Now, I've had these previously frozen, which works out great as well, but you want to just let them thaw out and then rinse them out with cold water and take a lot of paper towel and dap them dry and just let them air dry. Now these have been air drying for a half hour, so even after we put the paper towel on them. And that way we just want less liquid in there, so we get a nice crispy little baby crunch going on when we fry these. Okay, I have my beautiful fillets going in, and this tapioca flour is going to be so light and airy. Okay, we're going to take it right over to this hot pan and place it in there. There we go, and very little oil on the pan. I'm going to come over, I'm going to show you how to do this one again. Again, we're not using any egg, and this will be gluten-free because it's tapioca flour. Just want to shake it just a little bit. You see there's just a very light coat. What we're going for is just a beautiful little crunch. And this is a very nice fillet. Let's bring them over here. Go ahead and put them right in. See how we have some oil in there? We got a little bit, let's tilt it a little bit, there we go. We're just gonna tenderly cook these. Now these are only like a 1/2 inch to even less than a 1/2 inch thick, I'm thinking. But we're just going to do a nice little cook. It's only going to take maybe 2 minutes on one side and maybe a minute to a minute and a half on the other side. But we're going to let that golden brown. Another tip is you have to wait. Like if you try to move it now, oh, it already is moving. That is thin. We're going to wait just a little bit till it cooks. But you never want to take a piece of protein if it's sticking to the pan. That means it's not done yet. You have to have patience with cooking. I know it's fun, but it does take patience sometimes. Okay, now it's starting to curl just a little bit. We want to get it before that curl. We're just going to go ahead and toss this over. This is, again, it's going to be very healthy and very crispy and very light coating on here. And super easy. Only 5 ingredients or less. So we're just going to give it a minute and a half. Okay, I just want to show you that before the fish is done, see how I'm trying to move it a little bit and it doesn't want to give way, doesn't want to move? That means it just needs to sear a little bit on that side. You see it to cook a little more. This one is a little bit thinner, so this is almost done. I can tell it needs just a bit more. But this one is a little bit thicker of a fillet. Let's check it again once. Yeah, it's coming up a little bit now. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put just, because I love pepper, and I just want a little more color to this orange roughy, I'm just going to put a little bit of that. I don't have a lot of fresh ingredients today, but I'm using what I have. And let's check this again. See, now you see where it's coming up, and it's coming up right away. Okay, this, my friends, is done. I'll take another picture once we plate it. Okay, I was looking for a lemon, but as I mentioned earlier, I am low on groceries at the moment. So I thought I'm just going to grab a blood orange that I had and just take that and squeeze that over it. Oops. A little tricky. I'm going to show you the back side. And there, my friends, we have a beautiful little fish fillet. If you squeeze fresh orange on this, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And this is more of a deeper red, well, it's called blood orange for a reason. And that way you get a little bit of citrus bite on there. If you need a little more salt or pepper, then we'll add that. But it should be flaky and fall apart, kind of like it is right here. That is beautiful, my friends. Well, enjoy this quick little fish fry. And this is, you can hear this very crispy little crust that this makes with the tapioca flour. And you could find that at any Asian market and in even some supermarkets these days. Okay, well, thank you for watching and enjoy. Here's a quick, easy recipe. 5 ingredients or less, and actually only about 5 minutes to cook or less, for a thin fillet of fish to fry it, and it's gluten-free. Coming soon to the Cooking Maiden.